Joys of owning a classic car. Basically, I've grafted all weekend, I've done a rewire, I'm on a bank holiday as well, the weather's been scorching. So today, my day off, me and the missus thought we'll take the Mini out for a nice relaxed drive, stop off at a nice cafe, get a coffee and whatever and some cake, and just enjoy the afternoon. I went to get the Mini and the rear wheel had seized, so I had to go home, get the jack and sort that out, so that was sorted. Literally 3 miles down the road, pulling onto the motorway, nursing it at 50 miles an hour. I see a splat of water come on the window, and I was like, what's that? Has someone just put the wipers on? Then I see a load of brown water come on the window, and this has happened. Little heater matrix valve, aftermarket, remanufactured piece of shit has come off. Forced the water out here, all over my lovely chrome grille. It's gone up onto the bonnet and then splashed all over the windscreen, and that's what's happened. But now I have probably got a day's work trying to detail all this, and when this dries, it is a swine to get off. Luckily, I've got breakdown cover with Adrian Flux. They're on the way to get me, but it could take up to 90 minutes to 2 hours, and I'm just like, oh, the weather's gleaming, all I want is a beer and just to forget about the problem. So we're going to get this, get it recovered home. I know what I need to do to fix it. A few people have put a few things on Mad Old Minis forum on Facebook of how to get rid of that issue. I'm going to bypass that and just get rid of the valve completely, so it's just fully on or off. And yeah, we're waiting for the recovery truck, so I'll check in with you when the recovery truck arrives. And the reason I'm videoing this is to try and make the best out of a shit situation.
After around 45 minutes, or a good hour as my grandparents would say, the recovery truck finally arrived to save us. But it's about time we headed home and I explained how this breakdown occurred. In style, of course.
Where do I even begin to explain why we broke down? Let's move the camera closer and we'll jump straight into it. Basically, the heater matrix valve should look like this and it should open and close. But what it actually looks like is this. There's a huge gaping hole in this section where it has burst, and on the front of that should be this piece with this little valve inside. The plastic has split, causing it to lose pressure and burst. Now, to say the least with these valves, they are utter shit. I have been in touch with Mini Spares about this because these are the manufacturers of them. It's a remanufactured part, you can't get the originals anymore, and the first time one of these failed on the driveway and they told me that I had a faulty one. They gave me a new one at £20, so they're not even cheap, and it has completely disintegrated whilst I've been driving on the motorway and ruined a bank holiday weekend for me and my girlfriend. The way we've got around this is by using a takeoff valve. Now basically I have no control over the hot or cold air, so I can't decide whether I want to stop the water running through the car or make it come through the car. It is literally permanently running through the car, but as long as the fan's not blowing, it doesn't feel warm inside the car. That's the only fix around this, but you just all need to be wary of this because that is what ruined a weekend. So in future now, I'm going to carry a bit of extra hose for bypassing stuff and some Jubilee clips, and I'm actually going to make a kit up of what I'm going to carry with me for when we do London to Brighton. So that's the bad news out of the way. The good news is I have been getting on with this clubman. I'll show you what I've been up to and the video will follow soon. I've just not had a chance to edit it because I've just recently started a new job. So we'll have a quick look. Also, I'm pretty sure some of you can tell that this is no longer a makeshift garage. We've added 2 doors in here and a light up sign. We've added a back wall and a back door. We're just about to wire some sockets in. I don't know if you can see there, I've got the cables in. And we've wired this low level lighting that we can switch off, which shines underneath the car, so when we're on the floor or whatever, we can see under the car. And we've also got 3 of these bulkheads been put in situ, which are all switched by that spur. So we can actually have a master kill switch to turn everything off. So that's where we're up to with that. With regards to the clubman, I have been welding, I've been practicing. It's my first attempt, never welded before, so go easy on me. But the second time I tried it, I've started to get the knack of it. So what we're building is this. Now, I always said from day one, just excuse these pigeon shit welds here. The penetration's mega, but I just tacked it and spot welded it, and it is seamed around the back.
but it is holding. So what we're making is a spin over rotisserie jig here. We've used some 3mm box section with some 3mm cylinder, whatever you want to call it, 3mm tube, and some 3mm plates. So down here we're going to use the subframe mount bolts to slide through like that one, and use a nut and plate under here to grip that. Slide a scaffold bar through, which is currently on a coupler there because I couldn't fit a full 6 meter one in my car. And then at the back we've made these mounts here, so it's going to go across, let it focus, across down there, and another one coming across this way with the tube in the middle to allow the pole to slide through. These welds are slightly better, it's just a case of trial and error. So yeah, that's where we are with that one. Also, this guy's come to gate crash. You've not seen him for a while. It's a gas bottle, mate.
Oh, it's huge.
It's not as big as your head.
Not a pint, have we?
And then as we get to my second attempt of welding, you can see that that top seam weld there is pretty much bang on. The penetration, move your hands away again. The penetration is absolutely perfect for what we need.
Don't we?
And the welds, if I spin this round, and I will explain what this is, they're a bit untidy still, but you're not going to see them. The penetration's great, and it's a good way to practice. So the idea is, that is a trestle. There's going to be another one with a bar going across with the tube on, then the car will be off the floor, and then this can spin completely round. We will do a closer video on this. I'm just giving you a quick update because I've not edited all the process of making this yet. But as you can see, the weekend welding is slowly coming on. Better, it's getting better. It's not perfect, but that's where we are at with it at the moment. So that is how I've explained it. The Mini broke down. There's a quick update on that. He's come to gate crash and basically fault find with what I've been doing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on those shit heater valves. I've been in touch with Mini Sport. If you've had the same problem, you need to get in touch with Mini Sport.
Shite heater valves.
Everyone needs to just say how shit they are, because some guy's making money off this and the product's not good.
And the dog shit.
Yeah, what he said. But other than that, there's a quick update. Thanks for watching, and I'll join you in the next one where you can actually see the welding progress and this amateur attempt welding for the first time in his life. But other than that, see you later.